Dear Luna, I'm so very relieved to hear from you again. Sorry about your sister. That's a pretty shitty thing to do, going months without letting the ponies who care about you know you're okay. At least she's back now. And it's funny you should mention her Phoenix and Fluttershy. A couple of months ago, my sister had our universe's Fluttershy look after her pet Phoenix too. Nothing much came from it though. It was pretty lighthearted. Maybe even a little fillery, but that's okay, because Fluttershy had a pretty stressful February, and I'm sure the calm was welcome. Anyway, yeah, that's the worst, when someone's being an asshole about something, and then for whatever reason, they're accidentally in the right, and it validates them to continue being an asshole. So fucking frustrating. And if the colonies are such a big deal, you would think that she would spend less time bitching about them being gone, and more trying to help you take them back. Also, I'm sure there were a lot of other duties you had while she was gone that you fulfilled just fine. Maybe the next time she wants to bring up what you couldn't do, mention all the stuff that you did do instead. I don't know, it's just a thought. Hopefully you guys can work it out. I want to say again how truly happy I am to get your letter. Truth is, things have been kind of weird between me and Celestia lately, and I could really use a second opinion. I know we're technically the same, but it still feels like a different viewpoint than mine, so whatever. It all started a few weeks ago when I was almost abducted by aliens. Do you have any extraterrestrial life in your universe? That's a stupid question. You probably do. What I mean is, has any extraterrestrial life visited your planet yet? For us, so far, one alien species visited Equestria way back, like 1,000 years ago, but last month they returned. It's a long story. I don't have many answers yet, but I'll set it up the best I can. I think I mentioned before that I don't remember my banishment or anything leading up to it. I'll explain in a sec. And I haven't been able to get much information about what exactly happened from Celestia. It's kind of a taboo subject, actually. She doesn't like to talk about it, and it seems painful, so I avoid bringing it up, mostly. What I have learned is that 1,000 years ago, I went crazy and raised an army with someone called the Great Deceiver to try and take over Equestria. Apparently around the same time, we also had an artifact that allowed us to communicate with some highly advanced alien species. Anyways, me and this Deceiver dude start our war with Celestia, and eventually begin to lose said war. As our defeat became imminent, I guess I called on whatever alien I was talking to in the artifact, and while the Great Deceiver in our army made its last stand against Celestia, I bailed. I had the aliens come pick me up, and together we left Equestria and the trouble I had helped start behind. So, years and years and years and years pass, and I finally come back to Equestria, or the old me did. You know how I said I went crazy? Well, I guess I was still crazy and looking to start trouble again. Luckily, the elements were there to stop me, and Celestia was able to craft a spell to make me sane again. By make me sane, of course, I mean that Celestia reverted my body and mind back to a time before I was insane, which is why I have such little memory of the time before I returned to Equestria. Not having memories is weird, but Celestia has always told me that I'm much better off here than I was in outer space, so I've never thought much of it. I've been happy here with my sister, and if the aliens didn't need me, what did the 1,000 years I spent away matter, right? Except, I was gone for 1,000 years. I left this planet. I started a new life. I had to have. Despite what Celestia has told me, I couldn't have just been stagnant for all that time. I had a life out there, and when I returned to Equestria, I left that life behind. I guess it was only a matter of time before a part of that life returned. A few weeks ago, they came in the night. They tried to abduct me right out of my bed, and they almost did, too. After that, we had the castle guard and government agents working on high alert, but just a few days later, they came back again. But this time, they weren't trying to abduct me. They just wanted to talk. We didn't talk long, but it was enough. He called me. They said... The aliens made it sound like we had been friends. They wanted me back. Obviously, I didn't want to go, so they left me be, but now I don't know what to think. Celestia told me that the civilization I was leaving behind wouldn't want me to return. But after meeting some of them, I've wondered, how could that be true? How could I have cruelly ruled over a great empire for centuries without being overthrown or having the whole thing fall apart? The only answer I can come up with is, I didn't. I couldn't have. Someone out there, where I was before, cared about me. Fuck, maybe a lot of someone's out there cared for me. And they want me to come back. I've been here with my sister for nearly 2 years, and it's been wonderful, but this new knowledge is troubling. I could never say that I've been a prisoner. I've had far too much fun here, and I know Celestia loves me, but I'm starting to wonder. Maybe I was captured. I don't know. What do you think about all this? Sorry to lay all this heavy shit on you like this. I've just really needed someone to talk to, and Celestia and Aberforth are too busy preparing for the Grand Galloping Gala. Hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Luna.